unfinished business from the end of the war in 1970 that the Fulani Janjaweed would like to complete as quickly as possible. They have been killing us. Akaloka was beheaded in the north. Since 1945, they have been killing us till this very day. We all know we are living under a climate of fear from Fulani terrorists, I must say. The same people who are responsible for arming terrorists are the same people who are today with uniform killing people. People that did nothing. People who were on their own. I challenge the police in Enugu, I challenge the army and the DSS, all run by Fulani people, to say exactly what led them to a peaceful gathering of people who were praying and to open fire on them. The question I have to ask is, will such a thing happen in Arewa or North? The answer is no. Will such a thing even happen in Yoruba land, Duduwa land? The answer is no. Will this indiscriminate slaughter of innocent people happen anywhere else? Of course, the answer is no. And do you know why they keep doing it and getting away with it? Because when they killed us at Umpo, there was no reprisal, nothing happened. No inquiry. Amnesty spent time compiling their report and nothing came of it. They killed us during Trump rally, Solidarity rally in Iguacha. Nothing happened. They came to my house and they slaughtered and nothing happened. Of course, with the active connivance of some politicians and those that call themselves elders. For the simple fact that those who claim to wield political power, as a result of years of compromise, as a result of years of serving the Janjaweed, that their people are being killed on a regular basis, but they would dare not rise up to say anything. They're all cowardly. You can see the result and the consequences of it. Because we do not control the mainstream media in Nigeria, because Britain would like to see us slaughtered and killed, nobody will talk about it. Have you noticed today that nobody wants to talk about this very heinous crime of man against man? People were praying exactly what happened at National High School in Aba. People gathered praying. They went to lie to BBC that the people praying that they were armed, that the police came and they opened fire. They don't know all these things. We have them on tape. They were videoed. The mayhem and the massacre is all over the place on social media. Because the Shia people are killed and nothing happens. Buratai was responsible for the slaughter of over 1,000 Shia civilians in Kaduna and nothing happened to him. The powers that be, those are called the forces of neocolonialism, they protected him. Those that want the corrupt entity called Zoo, Nigeria, to continue, they protected him. Today, again, in the morning, they killed Shia again in Kaduna, and nothing will come of it. But we have the American Embassy in Abuja, we have the British High Commission, the EU is there, the UN is there. They can see all these things. Nobody will ever ask those in Asorok. Nobody will ask the Fulani Police Commissioner in Enugu State, what did these people do that you went to go and kill them today? Nobody will ask that question. Because some people somewhere want Biafrans to be wiped off the face of the earth. Them with their Efulefu bloodline that they gave to us in our land. I want somebody to ask the police today. You left your barracks, you left your police station to go to a private compound to go and kill people. What did they do to you? Did anybody report any disturbance? Was there any robbery going on anywhere? Why would the police show this level of force in Biafra land when they cannot do the same in the north? Where we have no terrorist group in our land. Look at the way they are killing us. The same Fulani people with 6 terrorist groups, 6 they formed and they formed 6 groups. They are the ones with army and police uniform coming to our land that is peaceful to kill us. And Britain is quiet. The EU is quiet. The US ambassador is quiet. Everybody is quiet. They've all gone deaf and dumb. I challenge any zoo journalist. I challenge anybody anywhere in the world with conscience to come out in the open and tell the world in what way, or should I say in which way, IPOB provoked the police in Enugu today. You will find there is none. The police left, and DSS, they left their offices and their barracks to go and look for people to kill. Do you know why they do that all the time? Because we are not armed. They do it all the time because there is no reprisal. They do it all the time because we are not terrorists. They do it all the time because they understand that we subscribe to the school of peaceful agitation. But from today onwards, I'm saying it loud and clear that the world may hear me very well. Because if we do nothing, believe you me, anytime they see a group of young Biafran men walking on the street, they'll open fire on them. They know that the Lagos about the expressway media will cover them because Tinubu wants to be the president. So they will do everything to cover up this very story. The relentless slaughter of the innocent going on. Terrorists are busy killing. The police and the army are also busy killing in Biafra land, killing innocent people. And what I want our people to understand today is this: if we fold our hands and keep quiet, they will kill all of us. It is something they've been planning to do for a very long time. And Britain will support them. I want you to understand this. Britain will always support them. That is why there will be no report going to London from Abuja regarding these senseless killings today. There will be none. There will be none. It is as if there is this grand global conspiracy to kill off the Biafran people, to exterminate the Igbo race. The same thing that the Jews went through in Europe. Where these things are coming from, I do not know. That people can no longer pray in peace. All of you saw it. How they were opposing. These are the same police people that were redeployed, that were deployed to Borno, and they were crying. They cannot fight. But they specialize in the brutal murder and slaughter of unarmed, innocent civilians. You can now understand why Facebook is suppressing everything that we are doing. People do not understand the depth of this conspiracy against us. And until we recognize it and rise up to say enough is enough, these killings will continue. And bearing that in mind, I have a few announcements to make this very evening. From today onwards, today is the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken, of August, Sunday the 23rd of August, 2020. From today onwards, I want people to listen to me very carefully. From today onwards, anywhere the Nigerian army, the police or the DSS, or any of the numerous Fulani-sponsored terrorists is involved in the killing of any unarmed civilian in Biafra land, we will kill them too. That thing they're looking for, they will get it. And let me remind the zoo of one thing. You have 6 terrorist groups in the north ravaging and killing at will. The worst mistake you can ever make is to try to come to Biafra land to fight a full-blown war. Because your land will be taken over by terrorists. When you go back, you will have nothing. For those of you from the Middle Belt, that your children are serving in the zoo police, in the Nigerian police or the army, involved in the killing of IPOB family members, I want to assure you that you will bury your own very, very soon. That is an assurance. I'm saying it so that the world can hear me. And I'm saying all these things because I wish they can be so foolish enough, or that any fool anywhere, any idiot anywhere will be so foolish enough to pick me up on this, to say this was what you said. That day I will tell you how upset I am. So all of you want us to keep quiet until they finish killing all of our young men and women. Then you'll be very happy. People talk about peaceful agitation, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi and all the rest of them. Martin Luther King was dealing with white people who are reasonable, people who have conscience. Same as Gandhi. Mandela was fighting against, more or less, apartheid was very awful, but against white people who can sit back and take stock of their actions. They have conscience. In the zoo, as in most other black African countries, we are dealing with demons, people without a soul, people without conscience. You don't do peaceful agitation where there are people without a soul. They don't have any soul. They have no being in them. They are killers and murderers. The only language to understand is force. This evening, I am signifying my intention to raise the banner. I'm letting them know. Now, if the killings were to continue in Enugu tonight, we are going to kill police and army people in Enugu. They are going to go into a war they can never win. If illiterate, poorly educated Boko Haram can give them problems, imagine what we can do to them, an army of volunteers. I am saying it so that the world can hear it loud and clear. That if we allow what obtained today to continue, there will come a time when there will be no Biafran under the age of 30 in our land. They will kill everybody, as they wanted to do after the war, and groom Ifulefus instead. Any day you kill our people, if you like, try us, you will see. If you kill us in Enugu tonight, for each person you kill, 100 of you will die. They may not find your corpse. I'm telling them so they know. Your corpse will not be found. But you will die. In Enugu you will die there. All of you will die there. Because we've done nothing to you. Absolutely nothing. People are praying and you're killing them. What for? Are we at war? Did we go to war with anybody? Why is it that people who claim to have conscience, people who claim to go to church, that is why I keep saying all the time, that is why God abandoned black people, because they are very wicked. It's a very wicked and evil race. I say it without apologies to anyone. A race that cannot reason very well. In what way did people that gathered, were praying, how did they offend the Nigerian government? How? Can somebody please explain that to me? How? All they do is to lie, to fabricate lies, to go to run to the media and to start lying. That was what Lai Mohammed taught them. To lie and to deceive, to propagate falsehood. But I'm telling them it's not going to wash with us. What we are saying and we keep saying is this. For every Biafran you kill, 100 of you will die. So for the idiots who will rise up tomorrow to say, oh, there is insecurity, there is problem everywhere, I want you to understand the game plan of the Fulani. They intimidate with their army and their police, and their terrorists will come in to invade. That's what they're doing. What they're doing is to soften us up so that our land can be taken over, but it's not going to happen. It will not happen. And they know it's not going to happen. Today in Enugu, just is a little taste of what we can do when you provoke us. And I'm sure they are by now, they must have understood it. And this evening I'm giving the order. Wherever any Biafran is shot dead, I expect the police and the army in that place to be killed. We outnumber them. So they can't kill all of us. We outnumber them in our own land. We know the terrain. So the reason why I'm saying that, so that the idiots who will be writing their epistles for compromise newspapers tomorrow, so that they understand the genesis of the problem. Because if I allow these people, they will kill all of us. Because if you allow them and say, oh, we are being very peaceful, they will come to their senses. They get worse and worse and worse and worse. We are not going to allow that to happen. Not anymore. They are going to bury their own dead as well. That is if they can find them. Because I will make sure they will not find them. That thing the world is looking for from Biafrans, now they are going to get it. They are going to get it. And I am giving our people only 8 weeks. Only 8 weeks. Anybody who comes to any checkpoint and gives them money again in Biafra land after 2 months, God will punish you. You see all these Fulani idiots with their roadblocks in our land. In 8 weeks' time, we will not give them 1 dime. If they like, let them stop our vehicle from going where it's going for a day or 2 or 3. So be it. The same nonsense doesn't happen in the north. The same level of killings and intimidation we have in our land does not happen in the north. And they think we value life so much that they can do whatever they like to us and we'll keep quiet. But not us and not this IPOB. We are going to remain visible. We will fly our flag every blessed day. But what I'm saying, because of what is happening in Enugu right now, I am suspending every IPOB family meeting in Enugu State. Let us deal with these people. Because this nonsense is too much. They think because we kept quiet, we cannot do anything. That's what they see how foolish they are. That was why they killed Muhammad Yusuf. And Boko Haram became violent. Boko Haram was peaceful before. Is this same useless police that caused Boko Haram to become violent? But when you hear people talk about Boko Haram, they start the story from the bottom. Because Nigerians, those niggers created by Britain, they are evil people. They are evil, they support evil, and evil will consume them. It's an order to the whole of volunteer command in every state. We have work to do in Enugu State, so I'm suspending all IPOB family meetings in Enugu State. Everybody involved in today's shooting, the head of SARS and all the rest of them, we are going to hunt them down, all of them, one after the other. That thing that will happen in the next 6 years, let it happen this 2020. You know what I told you about the next 2 weeks being very pivotal? You know what I told you about 2020? They are the ones now forcing our hand. And they are going to get it. We will bury our own, but you will not see your own to bury. You won't find them. There is a snake in local language called Akege. Go and find out what it is. We own our land. You people are visitors into our land, including the idiot who claims he's the police commissioner in Enugu State. You came to our land to kill our people for no reason. Your people are the terrorists. Fulani are the people in Boko Haram. They are the ones in Ansaru. All of you are the ones who are doing your banditry in the north. All of you are the ones killing innocent people in southern Kaduna. All of you are the ones in ISIS. All of you are the ones in Al-Qaeda. You are the ones in Miyetti Yala Fulani headsmen. All of you. You abandoned the north to confront your own demons. You came down to the east to kill innocent people. For agitating for their freedom, something they have a right to do. Because you have all the guns. You think you have all the guns and all the firepower. Look at them posing, jumping from hillocks, posing against unarmed civilians. The day we will come out armed. You will not be jumping, you will be crawling on the floor. You see that posing, you're posing, jumping from hillocks, pointing your guns, knocking on doors and arresting people. When the real problem starts, you'll be crawling. You'll be crawling on the ground. I'm saying it so that because our people are very funny. They want to be told everything. They want to be told, they want to be taken, to be carried along. That's what they say. They want to hear every secret. Now we're making it very, very open. Anywhere the police or the army, I don't care what sort of drugs they're on. Anywhere they kill a civilian from today, we will revenge, we will retaliate. For those of you that prefer to write to foreign governments asking them not to allow me to come in, come and cut out these bits of my broadcast and send it to them as well. Because from today, 23rd of August 2020, the game has changed. And I want to inform the Fulani that we are more intelligent than them. We are infinitely gifted with intellect than them. And I want to remind them that 67 to 70 is not 2020. The world has moved on. They've been trying our resolve, trying us all the time with the active connivance of traitors within. I think we have come to the end of the road. We have. And I want Britain, USA, and EU to understand that for years we have kept quiet in the hope that Fulani terrorists in uniform could somehow be persuaded by reason to leave us alone. But instead of leaving us alone, they have intensified their murderous tendencies. Because the more quiet you are, the more... That's one thing about Fulani, the more they want to kill you. Reason, I have no idea. Did we hurt... Did they